8th, 2025, the last day of the month. You've made it through 2 months now. Good job. And we've got Numbers 24 to 27 and 1 Corinthians 13. And again, it's not checking a box, it's getting God's word in us that matters. And so here in Numbers 24 to 27, I want to highlight the end of chapter 27. As there's been some procedural things happening. There's been a census taken, and then there's some daughters who are like, hey, there's no males in our family, so our father died in the wilderness. Do we get an inheritance, and how does that work? And so there's a ruling on that. And then verse 12, the Lord said to Moses, go up this mountain of Abraham and see the land that I've given to the people of Israel. When you have seen it, you should be gathered to your people, as your brother Aaron was, because you rebelled against my word, failing to uphold me as holy at the water before their eyes. Verse 15, Moses spoke to the Lord, saying, who shall go out before? Spoke to the Lord, saying, that's verse 15. Some probably didn't need to have a separate verse for that. Verse 16, let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, appoint a man over the congregation, who shall go out before them and come in before them, who shall lead them out and bring them in, that the congregation of the Lord may not be as sheep who have no shepherd. And the Lord said to Moses, take Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him. Make him stand before Eleazar the priest and all the congregation, and you shall commission him in their sight. You shall invest him with some of your authority, that all the congregation of the people of Israel may obey. And he shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall inquire for him by the judgment of the Urim before the Lord. At his word they shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he and all the people of Israel with him, the whole congregation. Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua and made him stand before Eleazar the priest and the whole congregation. He laid his hands on him and commissioned him as the Lord directed through Moses. And there's going to be, some more details, and then chapter Deuteronomy kind of recapping the law before Moses actually dies, but the stage is set for the next generation and how things are going to work and how things are going to look. And we'll hear more about Joshua in coming weeks, and but it's important to continue to raise up next generations, and we're going to be doing that here at Calvary real soon, and we want to do more of that, and we want to see young people, young men rise up and serve the Lord wholeheartedly and continue to do the work of the ministry in through Calvary Chapel that the Lord would have for us. And so be praying for that. Be praying for young men and men in general to be raised up to do the work that God has for them and that God desires through them. Well, the other reading part was 1 Corinthians 13, and I'm sure you know that chapter very well. The essential ingredient there being love. And if you don't have it, you have nothing. And just allow the words of that chapter just to ruminate and think through and meditate upon. And rather than go, well, I don't have this and I don't do that and I'm not this, just go, Lord, thank you for your love. Right? Sometimes we can get focused on all the don'ts and all the I don't do enough or well enough or I'm not good enough, rather than go, God, you're the one that loves perfectly. You love me perfectly. And you've given me the ability to love you back and to love others. So strengthen me in that. And you know the areas that I need help in. And so ask God for help in those. But rejoice in God's great love for you.